So let's start here our session today. We will solve May-June exam, paper 1, year 2003. So let's start with the first question. In this first question, which of the following lists contain only arthropods? Okay, I will make it, like this. So which of the following lists here contains only arthropods? What do you think? Does it annelids, insects, myriapods, arachnids, crustaceans, myriapod, crustaceans, and insects, mollusks, insects, myriapod, and nematodes? What do you think? Very easy question. Yes, wait. Where is the chat? Yes. Perfect. B, of course. So we will draw around letter B a circle because this is the right answer. So let's move to diagram 2. Okay, here in this diagram it shows a half flower. Here this is a petal, this is a stamen, ovary, and because we will need this part, we studied this part in reproduction of plant. This called sepals. Okay. Using the key to identify the type of flower, you have 1 minute and tell me the correct answer. So what do you think is type A? Okay, let's think together. Here, petals attached above the ovary or petals attached below the ovary. Yes, so we will move to question number 2. Okay, and here, stamen less than 10 or stamen more than 10, of course, less than 10. So this will be the right answer. Perfect, and thank you. Let's move here. Yes. Here, this question is easy too. The diagram shows some external feature of a rat. Which feature seen in the diagram show that a rat is a mammal? How do I know that, or can I know that whether the rat is a mammal or not? Remember, the presence of what? B, of course, fur and whiskers. Why, teacher, I didn't choose like milk production or sweat production? Here he wants a visible feature. Okay, I know that milk production is a specific character for mammals, but we have to be with the question. Okay, let's focus on question 4 here. The table shows features that may be found in living organisms. Which feature are in a liver cell? Okay, this question, a little bit tricky. A liver cell is animal cell. Yeah, so in question number 4, the right answer will be what? D. Why, teacher, D? I no, wait, where is the eraser? Yes. D here, as there is no contractile vacuoles, there is no big vacuole and the contractile vacuoles, because vacuoles are present in the in other cells. Okay, chloroplast, no chloroplast, cellulose and cell wall, of course, no. Okay, contractile vacuole, no, this is central, sorry, because contractile vacuole is a type of the vacuoles which are present in bacteria, but I didn't notice. This is central. Of course, central vacuole in plants. Okay, so liver as an animal cell don't have this type of vacuoles too. So the right answer will be D. Okay, for question 5, the diagram shows a section through a mesophyll cell of leaf. Which part is partially permeable? Yeah, do you remember this word? Partially, yes, perfect. B. Thank you, B. Let's move to question 6 here. The diagram shows 4 cells. Here we have these 4 cells. Which cell transport water? Which cells transport water? Okay, here we have, this is what, this is root hair cell. Okay, and this is red blood cell. I don't want you to, I didn't, or I don't want to say the answer. I want you to think. So what do you think? Which type will be? Yes. So number 6 is A. This is what, this is xylem. So that's why I didn't write it to let you think about it. And here, this is a smooth muscle, and we will not study it now. A muscle cell, okay? So the right answer is A. Move to number 7. In the pancreas, there are groups of cells that make insulin. What describe these cells? Okay, an organ in an organ in an organism, an organ system in an organism, cells within, and here tissue in an organ. So yes, D, perfect, thank you, is D. Letter number 8, sorry. In an osmosis experiment, 4 potato strips, each 5 centimeter in length, were left in a salt solution of different concentrations. The table shows the length after 30 minutes. So let's imagine that here, this is the 5 centimeter. We have 4, okay, 4. After, this is A, B, C, and D. Okay, we put it in a salt solution. Which salt solution was most concentrated? Okay, how يعني do or can I know all of these blue cells are what? Yes, the right answer is A, perfect. But I wanted to illustrate how do we get into the right answer. This cell was 5 centimeter in length, right? So now its length decreased. It is 4.5. Okay, for B it is 4.8. For C it is still 5. For D it is still what? Still more than 5 actually. So here, to know the salt solution, the most concentrated, so we have to get into the lowest what? Lowest length of the cell. Okay, did you get the answer? So that's why, because when we put any cell in a salt concentrated solution, it allow this the water to pass outside of the cell, so the cell will shrink and will reduce and decrease in size. Okay, let's move to the next. Wait, yes. Here, question number 9. Yes. Okay. The diagram shows a section through a leaf. Okay. By which process does carbon dioxide pass? Perfect. Diffusion. Because carbon dioxide is a gas actually, and it will pass from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration by diffusion. Okay. 10. The graph here shows how the rate of an enzyme controlled reaction changes with pH. here we have the pH, and here we have the rate of the enzyme reaction. Which statement is correct? The enzyme is destroyed. Okay, to know this, or to know the way to solve this question, let's, yes, perfect, this is B. Let's يعني focus on the peak. Here the peak, it is corresponding to what? To number 2, which is an acidic condition. Okay, so of course this will be a correct. It will works best in acidic, not destroyed in acidic. Letter or number 11, which kind of molecule could be an enzyme? Very easy one. Of course it will be, yes, C, because proteins. Enzymes are protein, made of protein. Question here 12. The table shows the mass of some nutrients found in 100 grams of 4 different food. We have beans, bread, cheese, eggs, and as we noticed here, carbohydrates, fats, protein, vitamin C, vitamin D. The question is, which food would best prevent rickets and scurvy? Let's put a circle on these 2 diseases, and I will let you remember this 2 diseases. The rickets is when your bones become soft, okay? And sorry for this noise. Yes, excellent, Jana. Thank you for your effort, and Rahma's effort too. So the right answer will be D. Okay, rickets is when your bones are being soft, and scurvy when there is a bleeding in the gum. And these 2 diseases, we call them deficiency disease due to the deficiency of vitamin C in scurvy and vitamin D in rickets. Okay, so let's move to question 13 here. The diagram shows how shows some food moving along the alimentary canal. Okay, direction of the food. Here there is circular muscle contracting, and this is the food. Yes. Question 13 is C. Perfect. We call this cirrus, or the wave contraction along with the alimentary canal. This movement is peristalsis. Question 14 here. Wait. Yes, use this diagram, which show a cross-section. Yeah, this is the question, right? Oh, sorry. Yes. Use the diagram here, which shows a cross-section through a leaf to answer questions from 14 to 15. Hello. Okay. So question 14, which cell type absorbs the most carbon dioxide during the day? Here, what do you think in the day? It will be, will be letter B. Why, teacher? The cell that will absorb the most carbon dioxide during the day is a palisade cell, like the cell in which photosynthesis takes place. So that's why we chose B, because here the carbon dioxide will be used in the process of photosynthesis. Did you get it? Okay. And here, focus also on the word most. Okay. 15 here, a leafy shoot is placed in a solution of a red dye after 30 minutes. Here, sorry for this noise too. Which part of a leaf from this shoot will contain the red dye? Okay, what do you think? Do you remember when we put a dye in a water and let the water to pass from the root till reach the leaves? but when it passes along this way, it makes the, yes, excellent, Jenna. This is C. C is a xylem, because here the dyed water or the red dyed water will color the xylem tissue, okay, as the water passes inside the xylem tissue. Okay. 16, the diagram shows a cross section of 3 types of blood vessels, not drawn to the same scale, of course, X, Y, Z. What is identify or identity? What is the identity of the 3 vessels? Okay, here we have artery, capillaries, and vein. Yes, A. Okay, we'll tell you why. When we saw this shape, like there is a cell connecting together, of course, this is capillary, okay? So we will choose that Y is capillary, okay? And of course, we will look here to the limen or this gap. It is narrow in artery and wide in vein. Question what? 17. What is happening in bolus of food as it passes along the esophagus? Okay, as it passes through the esophagus, of course, this bolus or the part of the part of the digested food here, starch is being digested because of saliva or the amylase enzyme which came from the mouse. 18. Here the photograph shows some blood as seen under the microscope. So 18 is C, perfect. Because this is the shape of the white blood cell. Do you remember this shape? So of course they are defending against disease. Their function is defending. 19 here, the roots of green plants take up nitrates from the soil. What are nitrates used to make? What do you think the nitrates in question 19? Yes, perfect, protein. Okay. Question 20. Which substance in cigarette smoke cause lung cancer? Okay, do you remember? Of course, the tar. Okay, 21. Why does anaerobic respiration by a yeast releases less energy than aerobic respiration? We all know that aerobic uses the oxygen and produce more energy than anaerobic. Here in this question, he asks you about why. Why do you think anaerobic is less? Let's read. Energy is lost in carbon dioxide? No. Energy is lost in oxygen? No. Energy remains trapped in ethanol, or energy remains trapped in lactic acid? Okay, we have to choose between these 2 answers. Not lactic acid, no. Because here, anaerobic respiration, he told you that is formed by a yeast. If the anaerobic respiration takes place in muscles, okay, lactic acid will be formed. But in yeast, there is no lactic acid formation, and the energy will be trapped in the ethanol, okay, or the alcohol. Ethanol is a name of a chemical compound related to alcohol's group, okay. Let's move. Please, if you have any question and you want me to repeat or say again, I'm here, yani, okay? So let's go to question 22. In which organ are excess amino acid broken? This question from excretion. Yes, liver. So here, 22, liver. Move to the next. Okay. The diagram shows a section through part of the human eye. Here, which part contains muscle? So what do you think? Do you remember when I told you that there are muscles to control the opening and the contraction and relaxation of the iris. So 23 will be D. Perfect, ya Rahma. Perfect. These are the muscles here. 24, here the diagram shows a germinated bean seed with a horizontal radicle. This is placed in a slowly rotating disc and is left for 3 days. Okay, so which diagram shows the appearance of the radicle after 3 days? Okay, we have here to see, we have electric motor, and this disc is rotating slowly. This is the radicle and the bean shape. Okay, here he tests the gravity. Okay, there is no light here. So what do you think will be the right answer in question 24? Yes, Rahma, C. It will be like this shape. Perfect. Question where 25. Here, the diagram shows male reproductive system. Where is testosterone produced? Okay, so what do you think? It is produced from what? It is produced, think again, not C, that the testosterone, this hormone is produced from the tests, which is number D. Okay, yes, D. Okay, letter or number, sorry, 26. I want to make it clear, more clear, yes. The diagram shows stages of life of a human from zygote to fetus. Which process? Yes, development. Yeah, perfect. Development and growth, okay? And in the last sessions, I told you the difference between the growth and the development. Growth is just increasing in number. This part is growth. This is growth, okay? Increasing in number. But when a differentiation of the cell takes place, this is development, okay? Okay, this is for question 26. Let's move to 27. Yeah, the diagram shows the stages of a menstrual cycle, during which stage is a woman most fertile. What do you think? Okay, let's make it, yeah, to zoom in. Sorry. So 27 here. We have A, menstruation, uterine repair, and this thick uterus, and the D. So yes, perfect, Jana. C. When the ovulation takes place, okay? Yani this is how we know the right answer, when we saw the word ovulation. Okay, the diagram in question 28 shows a germinating bean seed with the seed coat removed. Which structure here? Wait, yes, كده. Which structure X, Y, and Z? What are the structure X, Y, and Z? Okay, let's do it together. We have here, do you remember when I told you that the lower part called radical, and we saw it? No, think again. No, 28. The Z is radical. I will label it and then you choose the right answer. Okay, this upward part, or the part which looks upward, we call it what? Plumule. So the upper is plumule, the lower is radical, and this Y is cotyledon? The bean itself. Yes, yes. Done. It will be the correct answer. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I think that you have a session. So please solve the rest of the questions as a homework. Okay. And see you, be safe and see you next session inshallah. Bye bye.